Hello friends, I am Rohit from Law Center 2, Faculty of Law. So today I am going to discuss about the Section 26 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 which talks about the custody of child. So before moving to the section, let's have some overview on the custody of child. So the custody of child is very important in matrimonial matters and it is the paramount duty of the court to decide the custody of child. So the question of the custody of child arises before the court only when the spouses get separated from each other. So before we start the section 26, I want to clear one more thing that not only the section 26 talks about the custody of child, but the other sections of various act talks about the custody of child. So let's move on. So I made the section in my own simple words so that it is easy to understand. So let's continue with the section. The section deals with the custody of child. It says in any proceedings with respect to custody, maintenance and education of the minor children, court may time to time pass such interim orders and make such provisions in the degree as it may deem just and proper in respect to of the welfare of the minor child. This section gives the court authority to direct custody of the minor children to be given either of the spouses, but it is not necessary that the custody of child is always given to the spouses. It can be given to any person, which was decided in the Nagpal versus state. So let's continue with the section. So after the decree, upon application by the petition, court may also from time to time make all such orders, provisions regarding custody, maintenance and education. So the question arises, why the court passed interim orders and not the permanent orders in such cases, and what are the pending proceedings related to the section, and why the court changes its decision from time to time is to be discussed in the later slide. Let's start with, so continue with the section. The court may also from time to time revoke, suspend, vary any such orders and provisions previously made. This section also directs the court that application with respect to the maintenance and education of the minor children pending the proceedings for obtaining such degree shall be disposed within the 60 days from the date of service of the notice on the opposite party. So it is mandatory for the court to dispose the application within 60 days on application filed by the party regarding maintenance and education of child. So here the section is over, but let's understand some more important thing about custody of child. So the court in respect of the custody, maintenance and education of minor children are very vital in the matrimonial proceedings as it affects not only the children but the parents also. Therefore, the court has to be very cautious in dealing with such applications. Such orders are not final and the court is empowered to alter, modify any order at any proceedings subsequent at any time after passing of the decree the child has attained the majority. So this section gives the wide power to the court to alter the decree during pending proceedings or when the decree is passed. And the court change the decree time to time because it is very vital in matrimonial proceedings as it affects not only the children but the parents also. So here the meaning of the proceeding means the case is pending regarding restitution of the conjugal rights. And what is the restitution of the conjugal rights? It is when the spouse, either the husband or wife, leave the matrimonial house without any reasonable cause. Then the application of the restitution of the conjugal right is filed before the court to restitute that person who gets separated, and if the court find that a separation is on valid ground, then the court reject the application. So move on. Divorce, judicial separation, void marriage, voidable marriage. and dissolution of marriage. And what are interim orders? These are the orders passed when the proceedings are pending between the parties till the matter is finally disposed of. Let's some more important thing about custody of child. So apart from the section 26 Hindu Marriage Act 1955, section 13 of the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act also deals with the custody of child. So this section is very important, also very important, because the court always keep in mind the section 13 when dealing with the child regarding custody of child, because it always talks about the welfare of the child is a paramount consideration. So the custody of child is different from the natural guardian of child. It is not necessary that if a person is a natural guardian of a child that he or she has a custody also. Custody will be given to any person regarding considering facts and circumstances of the case. Natural guardian are only three persons: father, mother, and a husband. If a child is of 5 years or below 5 years of age, generally the custody is to be given to the mother. But if the court thinks and the husband satisfy the court that he will care the child in a better manner than the mother, then the custody is to be given to the husband. But after 7 years of age or at the 7 years of age, it is asked to the child with whom the child wants to live. Under the Guardian and Wards Act 1819, where the consent of the guardian is not obtained for the minor of a minor girl, the husband is not entitled to the custody of minor girl till she attained the majority. Let's discuss some landmark cases. Mohini versus Virendra Kumar. It was held in 1997. In this case, the court held that the custody of minors under the age of 5 years is to be ordinary with the mother. However, it does not mean that a father cannot have the custody of child. This is so because the word ordinary is used in the proviso to section 6A, and also the welfare of the minor is a paramount consideration where the custody of minor comes into a question before the court. Nagpal versus State of Delhi. It was decided in 2002. In this case, the court held that the custody of child is not the right of the parents. It is only the welfare of the children. That's why it is not necessary that the custody of child is given to the parents always. It can be given to any person. The welfare of the child is a paramount consideration. In Vishnu versus Jaya, in this case, the Supreme Court considered the wishes of children in relation to the custody. In this case, the mother, a divorcee, sought custody of her two children from the ex-husband. Both the children were living with their father continuously for past 7 years. The mother had no access to the children during that period. After meeting both the children and their parents, Supreme Court concluded that the children wanted to live with their father and did not want to go with their mother. It was held that the children were forcibly taken away from their father and handed over to the mother. It will do no good to anybody. Hence, the better course would be that the mother should be allowed to make initial contact with the children, build up her relation with them, and slowly and gradually restore her position as their mother. That's it from the presentation. Thank you.